Hello everyone, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to do my review for the movie Rendition. Um, in the movie, an American man who's leaving South Africa gets stopped and taken into this prison by the CIA, where they torture him and stuff, trying to get information about a uh, about a terrorist attack that they think is being planned. Um, the man didn't do it, and they're torturing him, and uh, over the time while he's being tortured, his wife is trying to find out where he is and why he didn't come home or anything, and she goes to seek help with one of her friends that works for the CIA, and he tries his best to help, but they don't really get any information. The movie has a really good cast. Most of them are from our Israeli actors, and they are really good in this movie. But the the man who gets kidnapped is played by Omar Matwali. His character's name is Anwar El Brimi. I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of these names. So if I do, I apologize. He's Omar Matwali. Matwali does a really great job playing him. He really makes you feel bad for the character, and it was a really good performance. Jake Gyllenhaal plays the American CIA officer who is in charge of uh, helping with the tortures and stuff like that, and you could tell that he doesn't like doing what he's having to do, and he does a really great job playing the character. It's a really good performance, probably one of his most underrated performances. Reese Witherspoon plays Anwar's wife, Isabella, and she gives one of her best performances. Great performance, and I think she should have gotten an Oscar nomination for it. It was really great performance. The supporting cast has Moa Huas, I think that's how you say his name. He plays Khalid El Amin. He's the person I think that Anwar was mistaken for. He's he does a pretty good job in this movie. Throughout the movie, you don't really know exactly what his character is doing, but in the end, everything ties together. Yigal Nair plays Abasi Fawal, and he does a good job in the movie. He's one of the ones interrogating that's helping interrogate Anwar, and also kind of find out his family history. He's trying to find his daughter, who is played by Zineb Okoch, and she's out with Khalid, and he's trying to find her, and is having trouble finding her, and Um, we later find out the reason why is because she's with Khalid, who at the end of the movie it shows that he's the one that did the bombing that Anwar was accused of doing, and she was with him, and it killed her and him both because it was a suicide bombing. Meryl Streep plays a CIA officer, the one that orders them to take Anwar and torture him. Throughout the movie, she pretends like she doesn't know what's happened to him, but everybody knows that she knows what's wrong with where he is and everything, but she refuses to tell anybody. Alan Arkin plays a senator that they try to get to help give him information, but he's with Meryl Streep's character. He doesn't agree to help them or anything because they both know that he's being tortured by the government and they don't want the public to know about it. J.K. Simmons has a small appearance as one of the ones that he's a CIA officer as well, that confirms that they found Anwar and sends him to the torture room. He's pretty good for his few minutes on screen time. He, like usual, he kind of steals the show for a few minutes. The story was pretty good. There were a few parts that were a little bit intense when he's being tortured, and really makes you feel for the characters. All of the acting in this movie is great. They all fit their roles really well. I think out of the acting, out of the big name stars, Reese Witherspoon gave the best performance. Meryl Streep, though, she did a good job playing a character that I really didn't like her character. She did a great job playing that character. Peter Skarsgård plays Reese Witherspoon's friend that works in the CIA, and he's pretty good in it. I think the best performances in the movie are Egon Mayor. I think that's how you say his name. He did a really great job in the movie, and Zanab Oakart was good in it too. The cast was really good in it. The movie's directed by Gavin Hood, who directed Ender's Game. He did a good job with that movie too, and he directed X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is not one of the very best X-Men movies, but I thought it was better than most people, and his directing on that one was pretty decent. And he does a really good job with this movie. The score by Paul Hepker and Mark Killen is really done very well. It's one of the best scores I've heard in a movie recently. I don't know if they got nominated for an Oscar because this movie came out like 10 or 11 years ago and did really bad. Um, it wasn't a big hit or anything. I think it was partly due to poor marketing and stuff. So I don't remember if it got nominated for an Oscar, but if it did, it would. If it did, it would have deserved it to be nominated for sure. The cinematography by Dion Beebe um, is beautiful. He does a really great job with that. He's done cinematography for some other good movies, Chicago, Into the Woods, and Land of the Lost are just a few of the movies where he did really good cinematography. The editing by Megan Gill is really good, and the sound editing and mixing that was one of the best. Another really good thing about the movie. I think it would have deserved awards for that too. But so for the most part, I can't really think of anything about the movie that I didn't like. I think the torture scenes probably weren't near as bad as what happened in real life, which you kind of expect that. But the movie was really good. The cast worked extremely well, and um, it was a lot of. It was a really interesting movie. I'd probably give this one a I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10 because for the most part it's really good. There's a couple for about maybe 5 minutes or so it gets a little bit slow, but it never really is that bad. It's just a really good movie. It's pretty underrated. I know it didn't do very good when it came out, and a lot of people probably haven't even heard of it, but it's a pretty good movie. So anyway, that's my review for Rendition. If there's any other movies you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. Thank you, and have a good day.